first step to doing the spark plugs on this engine is taking the engine cover off. In order to take the engine cover off, you first have to remove the oil fill cap, and then you just lift off, and it'll lift off of these studs, these little plastic studs. The back of the engine cover slides in and latches into these two hook groove deals. Next, remove this little heat insulation cover that goes on there to block massive heat, since I believe that's the EGR valve. Then take an 8mm socket and unscrew the coil packs. After that, you're gonna have a connector. So for this connector, you have to pull this red latch. That's unlocked. Now you push down here and then pull the connector off the coil once you push down on this latch. Once you unplug the coils, go ahead and pull them out. On this side, this is kind of in the way, and so is this. So you're gonna have to play a little bit to get it out, but it comes out no problem. You don't have to disconnect any of that. Now you're gonna need a 5/8 spark plug socket. Remove the spark plugs. Now when you're doing this, be sure the car is not really hot or really cold. You should just be able to grab the engine block with your bare hand and not be burned, but it should be warm. If you don't do this, you can mess the threads up on the aluminum head and your entire day will be ruined. So far, I got 4 out of the 6 out, and on average, they're about 34 to 35 thousandths of an inch gap, and my engine is only at 22,500 miles. We already have browning on the porcelain. The AFRs look pretty good. It's a nice color, so that's not a problem. But I'm gonna gap them to 29 or 30 for the new plugs. Next, put on some anti-seize on the threads, rub them into the threads. So that's what it should look like when you rub it in. Now reinstall the spark plug once you verified that the gap is 29 to 30 thousandths. After the spark plug is in, put your coil in, put in this 8mm bolt, push the connector on, and push the lock in. Lastly, put the cover on, clean everything up, and start the car.